Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. And if you are 75 or over, or if you are approaching 75, or if you have a parent or a grandparent who is, I need you to hear this, because the free TV license that used to be given automatically to every household with someone aged 75 or older is no longer free for everyone. The rules changed on the 1st of August 2020, and millions of pensioners are now paying £180 a year for a TV license they could be getting for nothing. Not because they do not qualify, not because they earn too much, but because they have not done one thing first, one step, and without that step, the free license does not exist for them. I have gone through the current TV licensing rules, the pension credit eligibility criteria, the DWP's own take-up statistics, and the full list of linked benefits. And what I have found is that the gap between who is paying and who should not be paying is enormous. It is costing pensioners hundreds of pounds a year, and the fix is simpler than most people think. I am going to walk you through everything you need to know today. Now, before I get into it, I want to say something to those of you who are already subscribed. Thank you. You understand that when entitlement rules change, when a benefit that used to be automatic becomes conditional, nobody takes out an advert explaining the new criteria. The BBC announced the change, the government confirmed it, and then both moved on. The pensioners who were subscribed to channels like this one found out what they needed to do. The ones who were not subscribed carried on paying a bill they did not owe. If you are watching right now and you are not subscribed, one tap changes that. No cost. And the next time an entitlement shifts beneath your feet, you will know about it before the money leaves your account. Now, there are 5 things I need to walk you through, and I want you to stay until the very end, because number 5 is the reason this matters far more than just £180 a year. It is the reason that one single application could unlock thousands of pounds of support that most pensioners have no idea they are missing. Let us get into it. The first thing you need to understand is what actually changed and why so many pensioners were caught off guard. Before the 1st of August 2020, every household in the United Kingdom with a resident aged 75 or over received a free TV license. It was automatic. It was universal. It did not matter what your income was, what your savings were, or what benefits you received. If someone in the household was 75, the license was free. That is no longer the case. The BBC, which took over responsibility for funding the concession from the government, decided that from August 2020, the free license would only be available to households where someone aged 75 or over is receiving pension credit. If you are 75 or over and you or your partner receive pension credit, whether that is guarantee credit, savings credit, or both, your TV license is free. It covers everyone living at your address regardless of their age. But if you are 75 and you are not receiving pension credit, you pay the full price, £180 a year at the current rate. And here is the part most people miss. The free license is not applied automatically even if you do receive pension credit. You have to apply for it separately through TV licensing. You must actively tell them that you are 75 or over and that you are in receipt of pension credit. They then verify your pension credit status with the Department for Work and Pensions, and if confirmed, your license becomes free. If you do not apply, you keep paying. Nobody contacts you, nobody flags it. The money simply leaves your account every year because you did not take the step. The second thing is the step itself, and I need to make this crystal clear because it is where the entire chain begins or breaks. To get a free TV license at 75, you must first be receiving pension credit. That is the qualifying condition. There is no alternative route. You cannot get the free license based on age alone. You cannot get it based on disability alone. You cannot get it because you have always had one. The only qualifying condition is pension credit plus age 75 or over. Pension credit is a means-tested benefit paid by the DWP to pensioners whose weekly income falls below a minimum threshold set by Parliament. There are 2 elements. Guarantee credit tops up your income to a guaranteed minimum level each week. Savings credit provides a small additional amount for pensioners who have some savings or a modest private pension. You can receive either element or both. And here is the critical fact. According to the DWP's own estimates, around 880,000 households that are eligible for pension credit are not claiming it. Not because they were refused, not because they applied and were turned down, because they never applied. They did not know it existed, they assumed they would not qualify, they thought the process would be too complicated, or they simply never got round to it. That is 880,000 households missing out on a benefit they are legally entitled to. And every single one of those households, that includes someone aged 75 or over, is also missing out on a free TV license worth £180 a year. The money is there, the entitlement is there, the only thing missing is the application. The third thing is how to find out whether you qualify, because I know the most common objection, and I hear it in every comment section. People say I have a small pension, so I will not qualify. People say I own my home, so I will not qualify. People say I have some savings, so I will not qualify. In many cases, they are wrong. Pension credit is calculated based on your weekly income, which includes your state pension, any private or workplace pension, and most other income. But it does not count everything. Attendance allowance is not counted as income. Disability living allowance is not counted. Personal independence payment is not counted. Housing benefit is not counted. And savings up to £10,000 are disregarded entirely. Above £10,000, the DWP assumes a small amount of income from your savings, currently £1 per week for every £500 over the £10,000 threshold, but that assumed income is often far lower than people expect, meaning many pensioners with modest savings still qualify. The fastest way to find out is to use the free pension credit calculator on gov.uk. It takes less than 10 minutes. You enter your income, your savings, your housing costs, and it tells you immediately whether you are likely to be eligible and roughly how much you could receive. If the calculator says you qualify, the next step is to call the pension credit claim line on 0800 99 1234. The call is free. The application takes around 20 minutes, and pension credit can be backdated by up to 3 months from the date of your claim, which means even if you apply today, you could receive payments covering the last 3 months. The fourth thing is how to actually get your free TV license once your pension credit is in payment, because this is a separate step and it catches people who assume one triggers the other. It does not. Once your pension credit is confirmed and being paid, you then need to apply to TV licensing for the free over 75 license. You can do this online at tvlicensing.co.uk, or you can call the dedicated over 75 free phone line on 0800 232 1382. As part of your application, TV licensing will check with the DWP to confirm that you are receiving pension credit. Make sure the name on your TV license matches the name held by the DWP, because a mismatch can delay the process. If you are already paying for a TV license when your free one is granted, you may be entitled to a refund for the remaining months. TV licensing will process this as part of your application. And if you are 74 and already receiving pension credit, you can apply for your free license early. TV licensing allows you to apply from the age of 74. They will update your payments to cover you until your 75th birthday, and then your free license takes over. One application, one phone call, and a bill of £180 a year disappears. There is also a separate concession that many people do not know about. If you are registered as severely sight impaired, regardless of your age, you are entitled to a 50% discount on your TV license, reducing the cost to £90. You do not need to be on pension credit for this discount. You need a certificate of visual impairment. Contact TV licensing to apply. And if you live in a residential care home or qualifying sheltered accommodation, you may be covered by an accommodation for residential care license, which costs just £7.50 per room per year and is arranged by the care provider, not by you. Now here is the fifth thing, the one I told you at the start to stay for, the one that makes the free TV license look like the smallest piece of a much larger picture. Because pension credit is not just a weekly top-up payment, it is a gateway. The moment pension credit is in payment, it unlocks a cascade of other entitlements that most pensioners do not know are linked to it. A free TV license at 75, which we have already covered. Council tax reduction, which in many local authorities can reduce your council tax bill to zero. The warm home discount, which takes £150 off your electricity bill each winter. Cold weather payments of £25 for every 7-day period where the temperature in your area drops below zero. The winter fuel payment, which can be worth up to £300 depending on your circumstances. Free NHS dental treatment across all 3 charging bands. Help with the cost of glasses through the NHS optical voucher scheme. And help with health costs through the NHS low-income scheme. When you add up the value of pension credit itself, plus every linked benefit it unlocks, the total for a single pensioner can be worth £3,000, £4,000, £5,000 a year, or more, depending on your circumstances. And the entire structure sits behind one application, one phone call to 0800 99 1234, 20 minutes of your time, and everything I have just listed either begins or becomes possible. The DWP estimates that £2 billion in pension credit goes unclaimed every single year. £2 billion. That is money that has been allocated by Parliament, ring-fenced for pensioners on low incomes, and it sits there because the people it was designed for do not know to ask for it. If you are over state pension age, if your income is modest, if you have been paying for a TV license you thought was supposed to be free, this is where it starts. Not with TV licensing, with pension credit. Apply first, everything else follows. So let me bring this all together. 1. The free TV license for everyone over 75 ended on the 1st of August 2020 and is now only available to those receiving pension credit. 2. Around 880,000 households eligible for pension credit are not claiming it, and if you are one of them, and you are over 75, you are paying for a license you could be getting for free. 3. You can check your eligibility using the free pension credit calculator on gov.uk, and savings up to £10,000 are fully disregarded, and many types of disability benefit are not counted as income. 4. Once pension credit is in payment, you apply for your free TV license separately through TV licensing online or by calling 0800 232 1382. And 5. Pension credit unlocks far more than a free TV license. It is the gateway to council tax reduction, the warm home discount, cold weather payments, free dental treatment, and support worth thousands of pounds a year. 5 facts. 2 phone calls. 1 to apply for pension credit on 0800 99 1234, and 1 to apply for your free TV license on 0800 232 1382. And a system that was designed to support you but only works if you ask. If this video helped you today, I am going to ask you to do 2 things. Subscribe to this channel so the next time a rule like this changes, you hear about it before it costs you money. And share this video with someone who is 75 or over, a parent, a grandparent, a neighbor, a friend from down the road. You do not need to explain the whole video. Just send them the link and say check if you are still paying for something you should be getting for free. Because one share, one phone call, one 20-minute application, that could make a real difference. Thank you for watching, friends. I will see you in the next one.